What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Now today's video is going to be resuming the weekly Q&A. I didn't do it last week and I apologise for that, but that was just because I was down in London and Bournemouth for the British Championship, so I wasn't able to have access to editing software, but we're resolving them today. I still need some more questions to continue next week and the week after, so please ask below. So anyway, first question, again as always, 6 questions, just as long as it takes to get through 6 questions. So the first question is, what is my stack? And I believe that is from bros to pros. I don't know what my stack is, you'd need to ask my chemist. No, I'm joking. But yeah, if I was to ever have a stack, I would tell you. Right now, currently it's obviously there's no stack. So yeah, next question, hobbies. Honestly, biggest hobby is just lifting. I just love lifting weights. Biggest hobby without a doubt is just lifting. I really enjoy lifting weights. Obviously, what else fills most of my time is coaching. Both coaching athletes and online clients online and also in person. That is a job, but it's also a massive hobby to me. But bar that, I really enjoy playing Xbox. It's one thing I really enjoy playing. I enjoy playing Xbox. I've got the Xbox 360 currently. I'm thinking about getting the new Xbox in the January sales. But yeah, Xbox, I really enjoy playing Xbox. I get some downtime and I enjoy playing kind of RPG games and games along that kind of nature. So yeah, next question, what sport before powerlifting? I originally played rugby. I played rugby when I was very young, and I stopped playing rugby around about 12 years old. So I stopped playing rugby about 12 years old, and then about kind of 13 I started playing football, and then around about 14 I started boxing, and I boxed competitively from about 14 to 17 years old, and then I coached boxing. Actually, I was a boxing coach, and I actually coached boxing in school. So basically, I went. We did a prototype kind of thing, because obviously football and rugby and other sports are kind of introduced into school, primary schools, but boxing isn't. So basically, Scottish boxing. I went in for Scottish boxing, and I taught boxing in schools to primary kids, and that was kind of just after I started lifting weights. And I started lifting weights and stopped actual competitively boxing was because I had my left knee reconstructed. So yeah, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, so I did boxing mainly, and I also did some football and also some rugby. But the best sport I've ever been at is powerlifting, without a shadow of a doubt. And it's the one I've enjoyed the absolute most, hence why I'm doing it. Okay, so plan on being a full-time coach instead of competing. Not really sure what that question means. I am a full-time coach, but I'm also, I would call myself an athlete as well. No, I plan on doing what I'm doing. I'm planning on helping as many individuals as I can as a coach, both online and in person, as I'm currently doing, and I also plan on becoming a world champion. So no, I just plan on doing what I'm doing. Next question, why do I conventional with such wide feet? Okay, well, first and foremost, the easiest answer I'm going to give you is it is what feels the strongest for me. The great best view I can always give is, if someone's going to tell you to jump as high as possible, where would you naturally put your feet? That's where I naturally put my feet. That's where it feels more comfortable, and that's where I feel I can maximise my leverages, and that's where I feel strongest. As simple as that. Another thing, obviously the camera doesn't tend to kind of show it very well. Maybe if you saw me in person, it might make a little bit more sense. But I'm naturally very hippy. I've got a pretty big structure in my hips. So having a big hip structure, that is just naturally where my feet tend to kind of be. I do tend to walk with kind of wide feet because I've got quite a wide hip structure. So that's another thing. But the main reason is just because it feels the strongest for me. And the last question, what is my favourite dinosaur? My favourite dinosaur would be a T-Rex, because they'd be able to bench press the absolute most. Yeah. So yeah, hope you enjoyed today's Q&A, guys. I'm going to be doing one every single week. There won't be a set day, but we're doing one every week, so please ask questions below so we can keep this going. I really enjoy doing these, so please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and as always, I'll speak to all of you guys next time.